Welcome back to the our City channel for an episode of our Manchester City career mode here on FC25. You can see there in the news, Florian Wirtz, 9 assists in 18 games, currently top in the charts for assists in the Premier League. He's been doing really well. We're into the Carabao Cup semi-finals. It's a two-legged affair. Look who else in the semi-finals. Shrewsbury have got all the way to semi-finals, knocking out Fulham on penalties. They've also knocked out Arsenal on penalties. And before that, I don't know, it doesn't let you see that, but they've done really well to get to the semi-final. It's a two-legged affair. We go away to Brighton first. We are going to play that one. We're into the month of January, so there may be some transfer news happening, maybe some outgoings. We have got a few players in the squad saying, I want more game time. Jeremy Doku wants a name in that sense. He wants to play more games for the club. Alex Baena as well, and we're hoping to get them more games. We have a really good start squad. You can see how many games are coming. Every 2 to 3 days, the club will be playing. So we're going to play Brighton away from home to kick off today's episode. A simulation with the second team against Southampton in the FA Cup. Then we're going to play Burnley away, simulate Leicester at home, simulate RB Leipzig at home. We're going to simulate Forest at home, I think, as well, because they're right at the bottom of the Premier League table, rock bottom, not like in real life, doing really well. Then it'll be Sevilla away in the Champions League, and also Fulham away in the Premier League. The biggest and toughest games to get through this big month of January. So it's aside for the first leg against Brighton away from home in the Carabao Cup, starting with the forward line. Erling Haaland starts up top with Oscar Bob and Savinho in the wide areas. Alex Baena starts the attacking midfield role with Maximo Pirone and Alan Brella behind him. It is now a Manchester United man playing on the other side of Manchester, but we signed him in this career mode. Patrick Dorgu starts at left back, Jael Katongo at right back, and Medio starts to the right. He's got 5-star weak foot, so he can play on the right alongside Callum Doyle with Zitera in goal. On the bench, we've got Josh Gavardio, Willy Singo, Larson, Wirtz, Mbama, and Buemo, Doku and ECHEVERRI, and I'm thinking maybe Doyle has to come out for Vardiel at some point. Maybe Singo comes in that role as well, depending on how the defence are doing. Maximo Perone's impressed when he has played. Baena wants more game time, so does Doku, but I wanted Savinho in today because I wanted nearly our strongest team, and we haven't gone with that. We have rotated heavily, but we want to be going to that final. We do have the chance to maybe make a mistake in this one because there is a second leg. So here at the Amex Stadium for Carabao Cup action, Manchester City take on Brighton, and I think this is a massive opportunity for any side really in the Carabao Cup. Shrewsbury versus Newcastle. Newcastle surely back themselves to get to the final. Manchester City versus Brighton. I mean, Shrewsbury did unbelievably to get that far. And it's going to be an exciting one. I am sure of that in today's fixture. The Brighton side have been great. Haaland's got 4 in his last 3, so he's one that they've got to keep quiet. There's plenty of Brighton players we've got to try and keep quiet as well, I'm sure, in that attacking starting 11 for Fabian Hürzeler. The Brighton side then going in that 4-2-3-1 formation. Carlos Baleba is actually playing centre-back today, which is very interesting. Rushworth is the man in goal. Okafor, Buenanotte, Sarmiento and March the front three. They have got Jan Kuto, is it, on the bench that I saw there? Maybe not. I don't know why I saw Alexander Zinchenko is there. But they've got some good players, some very good players. That forward line looks dangerous. Okafor is quick. Okafor here against Doyle. So quick, Okafor. He's done Doyle there. It's early on. Menio dives in to stop the shot. Okafor's had to pull it back to Solly March. Out to Buenanotte. Going to loan at Leicester City. Buenanotte tackled by Doyle. And Dorgu gets it away. Back into Doyle. Well, down is Carlos Baleba. City want to play. Oh, it's actually Kalioglu. Bob into the box here to Haaland. 1-0 City. And we sort of took advantage of that Brighton injury. Onside, the defence was a mess. They're all over the place. And Captain Haaland opens the score, and if we can get this game done in the first leg, we'll be able to simulate that second one. Keep things moving. Good play from Bob. When he plays, he gets a goal, he gets an assist, Oscar Bob. And he finds Erling Haaland with a tap-in. And he's got 5 in his most recent 4 games. Sees that run from Oscar Bob in that wide area, and Baena finds Oscar Bob. Lets it run up against Kadioglu, who's picked that injury, and Oscar Bob's past him. There's big trouble here for them. Oscar Bob lifts it in towards Haaland here at the far post. Rushworth comes through it. In there is Pirone. That's what he's been asked to do. And that allows that with wide foot Patrick Dorgu, which Haaland gets it onto him. And here's Dorgu. And he lifts it towards Savinho! Right down the middle at Rushworth. And we're using that. Dorgu. Baena. In behind to Dorgu. Oh, the cross to Haaland, so poor. I mean, Haaland's there at the far post waiting for the tap in there. The ball through. Oh, Mario's lost his man. And Buenanotte's turned away from him. And Buenanotte, Mario, great challenge. Comes back out. Here's Zitera. Needs to get back to his feet. He doesn't do. And Brighton score to make it 1-1. And that is poor from Michael Zitera. We did well the challenge there. Donald goes into trouble. Then he's going to get back across. He can't do. I know Rockefeller is probably the best player for Brighton. Equalises 1-1. Well, we've had chances today to make it 2-3-4 today. And being that it is 1-1 now, very frustrating. Katongo. They've made a forward run. Oscar Bob. Katongo. To the far post here. Savinho's in there. Howell on the rebound! And the save by Rushworth. Strong hands to keep it out. Varela. In behind to Oscar Bob. Bob goes past Kadioglu, cross into the box, it's a Haaland again, Rushworth comes out and punches. And we've had chances today, we've dominated the Brighton side, but we haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the net for more than one time. And against the run of play to an extent, they got their one goal from their one chance. Oscar Bob. Bob takes it away from Kadioglu. And Bob with the ball into Haaland, who's waiting for it. Haaland takes it. Haaland's about to hit it, Joel Veltman gets there. Great ball from Bob. Bob, I think Haaland there, he just waits too long. Marilla wins that header. Oscar Bob. Past Kadioglu with fantastic feet, Bob. Bob. Haaland is in there! Rushworth makes another fantastic save. But I think Haaland's offside anyway. Down the corner he can't go, and City have lost it in a poor position here. When you lose it, you get punished, and Okafor looking to punish City as Murillo slides in. Okafor past him. Okafor, brilliant save by Zerera. Smothered it. Offers less defensively though. Certainly. He's going to get back here. There's Okafor. Not happy with Doyle's movement at all there. Back through to Okafor. Okafor dinks Zerera. And it's wide of the post. Wow. ECHEVERRI, fantastic football from ECHEVERRI. Gets it wide to Dorgu. In towards Jeremy Doku. Back onto Dorgu. Into a wide area here. Dorgu back out towards Varela. Hit home. Oscar Bob. Bob past him. Bob, brilliant. Bob with a strike here! What a goal by Bob to give Manchester City a lead going into the second leg. Spectacular finish from Oscar Bob. Brilliant. Rifles it in at the near post. Makes no mistake there past Rushworth. Very difficult angle, but Oscar Bob finds it, and he finds the back of the net fantastically. Look at this from Bob here. Past Kadioglu again, not for the first time today. 1-on-1 with Rushworth in a tight angle. Hammers it. Absolutely hammers it into the back of the net there. Oscar Bob gives Manchester City the lead, and right at the end of this one, we take a lead into the second leg. A goal assist from Oscar Bob, who doesn't show enough attacking intent when that ball comes across the box, but when you put the ball at his feet, he's a fantastically spectacular footballer. He really is. There has been some big moves in the transfer market. I mean, Atalanta have signed Goncalo Ramos. We've seen Moises King go towards Marseille for 35 million. Nico Gonzalez has left Fiorentina, has gone to Spurs for 27 million. Any more big moves? I think Enciso has moved as well in the transfer market. 45 million to Wolfsburg. Lots of moves are happening. Up next for Manchester City was the Emirates FA Cup action against Southampton. A 3-0 win and a clean sheet for Michael Zerera. Singo and Mbeumo and Savinho on the score sheet. Erling Haaland continues his form of scoring, sometimes missing chances, sometimes the missed penalty, but we're sailing through to the next round of the FA Cup. More transfers going through. AS Monaco have signed Truffet from Stade Rennais for 31 million. Devin Mbama could be available on loan. With not playing enough game time, Manchester City is looking to move away from the club on loan and come back. Ancelotti to win Manager of the Year. Samba has gone to Lazio, for some money. I didn't read what it was, but there's lots of moves happening in the transfer market. And we've got a big game up next anyway. It's back into the Premier League against Burnley. We sit top of the table on 50 points, way clear of second place Arsenal. Burnley have a fantastic season back in the Premier League. They're in 11th, so they certainly are a side to be looking out for. This is the side I'm going to go with for Burnley in goal starts. Cavalier, Singo, Scalvini, Diaz and Vardiol the back four. Varela and Lewis in the midfield too, with Wirtz in front. It's Savinho on the left, Foden on the right and Haaland to the middle. It is pretty much our strongest starting 11 and usual bench. Here we go from Turf Moor, Manchester City versus Burnley. A tough game in the Premier League as we lead by 8 points. We are 8 points clear at the top of the table after 20 Premier League games, and we intend to finish that way. Burnley have got a good side. They're doing really well in 11th place, a mid-table team. And Turf Moor certainly is not an easy place to go. Well, Burnley are captained by Joe Worrell, who is a former Forest man. Ethan Green is a new goalkeeper. It looks like James Trafford has left the club. Igor from Brighton has signed for the team as well. I'm very interested to see how they are doing. Hanan Majebri, Asta Vrancic in there, how they are doing so well with the side they have got. I think there's some known players in there. They've made some really shrewd signings, done some really good business. They still line up in a 4-4-2. traditional. So Etienne Green starts in goal. It is Dagba, Worrell, Igot and Luan Perez, Vrancic, Majebri, Benson and Trezor. And they have got Obafemi and Ninja up top. Reece Nelson, Castro, some good quality players on the bench as well. Sing on the overlap. In towards Haaland. It's a great ball to Erling Haaland. What a start at Turf Moor by Manchester City. An assist for Willy Singo from fullback. And a fantastic header by Erling Haaland, the Premier League top goal scorer with 21 goals. Scores his 22nd of the season. Good overlapping by Singo. Really nice ball in behind Worrell. He's lost him. Worrell, the captain's lost him. And Haaland is there for the header. Thumping header. Fantastic header. Manchester City lead there. Etienne Green cannot save that one. Started well, Verts. Great ball into Foden. Haaland. Through to Savinho here. Savinho. Cross to Foden here and makes it 2-0. What a start. What a fantastic start. 5 minutes in. City 2, Burnley 0. What a fantastic start this is. Couldn't have gone any better really, could it, in this one. Savinho off. Great touches by Savinho. Across the box. And Phil Foden is there to tap it in for 2-0 in 5 minutes. Let's give it away right in front of his own box here. Scalvini. Chance of Burnley here, 2-1. What a start to this game. It is diabolical defending from Scalvini. Given away. Bounces off him. Trezor picks it up. And Cavalier loses clean sheet here, the goalkeeper. 2-1. 3 goals within 10 minutes here at Turf Moor. It's hard to mark everyone in the 4-4-2. Centre-backs are not sure where to mark the wide area. Scalvini's had a bit of a shaky one today. The ball's played behind here. Diaz dives in, he's past him. They go across here, Cavalier makes the save. Back out. Obafemi with another chance, it's 2-2. What a crazy game at Turf Moor, 2-all. And just like that, Burnley back in this one. Been terrible at the back. Scalvini's been usually so solid. Today has been so poor. And it's 2-all now. And we pride ourselves on good defending in the City side. Right to Singo. Oh, it's so poor by Singo. Scalvini makes another challenge. He can't keep it though. And it's Nimjai in, and a good save by Cavalier. But that is happening time and time again today. And again, City give it away. They're absolutely all over the place here. It's a free chance at goal and a save by Cavalier. Nice feet by Vert. He stayed tight to him, and that's half time, 2-all. What a crazy first 45 minutes here at Turf. Crazy game. Really is. Singo. I think he's onside. Referee's just onside. Singo. Singo goes for goal. A good save by Green. Couldn't lift it to Savinho and it made the run into the box. The choice of pass. The quality of pass has not been there today. Verts wide to Savinho. And behind to Haaland here. Haaland hits one here. Oh, what a strike by Erling Haaland. 3-2. Well, he chose to hit it first time. The goalkeeper and I think defender Worrell didn't expect it either. And Savinho slides it in and Haaland hits it. It's a really good hit. He's miles onside. Hits it across the goalkeeper Green. He sort of throws his palms at it. He's not quite sure. That's a thunderous strike from Haaland. The gap between the post and going wide is fantastic. And City now a 3-2 lead. And I think Florian Wirtz, who seems to be really carrying a heavy knock, is going to come off here for Jeremy Doku. Benton off as well. Reece Nelson's on. Up the edge of the box here. Chance of Burnley save by Cavalier behind from the corner. Big save by the Frenchman. Big save. This time Burnley go into the box. Oh, City have made an absolute mess. Rico Lewis 3-all. Rico Lewis makes an absolute mess of that there, that clearance. It's terrible from Rico. Falls to Vrancic, who puts it in. So poor by Rico Lewis. 3-all. Oh, Diaz. 4-3 Burnley. My word, this has been incredible. This game has been incredible. What a crazy game. I just don't understand it. And Buemo's going to come on here for Savinho. He's been doing nothing. Foden for ECHEVERRI. Singo wins the header down to Hugo Larsson, who might have to start ahead of Rico Lewis, really. And White and Buemo is past him. And Buemo in. Off the post. And Buemo back across the box. Doku. Haaland's there. Oh, just cleared away down to Larsson. Back wide to Doku. ECHEVERRI. In behind Doku. Haaland is there for tapping. He's offside. Doku. ECHEVERRI. Oh, he'd skipped past the Burnley man. He's been fouled, but they're pulling his shirt. Oh, through to Larson. What a ball, ECHEVERRI. Hugo Larson off the post. My God, what is this game? Singo. And Buemo. Howell is there. Come on, 4-4. Pick up that ball. What is this crazy game at Turf Moor? I've never played a game this crazy. What a ball into Buemo. In behind towards Erling Haaland. 4-4, come on, but just how has Larson missed that chance as well? He's quick. He's got to get going here. Doku. He does. Bayer stays with him. Doku. ECHEVERRI. ECHEVERRI. ECHEVERRI! Wide of the post. Has to score. Doku skips inside. ECHEVERRI. And Buemo. And Buemo into the side netting. That with a chance. That was game. And a 4-4 draw at Turf Moor. After some of the worst defending you'll ever see in club football. It could get worse here, could it? Larson gets across. That will be full time. 4-4 against Burnley is crap. So bad by City. Unbelievably bad. Well, it's absolutely terrible news in the Florian Wirtz injury front because it's going to be 3 months without him. He won't be back to the end of the season, pretty much. These injury issues have been a problem in this series. Well, after a disappointing result against Burnley, we got back to defensive ways, defending better. A 2-0 over Leicester City. Alex Baena on the score sheet and Erling Haaland as well. And the clean sheet is massive because defensively we've looked shaky at times. What makes us RB Leipzig in the Champions League qualification stage where City had a mare. We lost 3-2. Julian Alvarez, who signed for Leipzig, scores alongside Veliz and Nicholas Jackson. And Buemo and Oscar Bob's goals were not enough to get us over the line. And I think we were second in the Champions League league table as it is now. We will have dropped down slightly, unfortunately, because of that. But I still think automatic qualification is on the cards. We do have a Champions League game in today's episode that we are going to play away to Sevilla. Those 3 points might just be crucial. Well, rock bottom of the table, Nottingham Forest were next to come to the Etihad, and a big 3-0 win for City. Goals from Alex Baena, Rico Lewis and Ruben Diaz get us clean sheets and a hat-trick as well of goals. Shame it wasn't a Haaland hat-trick, it was a hat-trick of 3 different players, but 3 points, and we are actually, I think, really running away with the Premier League title with the performance we've put in. We've had some blips, but I mean, in the simulations, we've been doing fantastic as well. In the Champions League, we are down in 6th position, 1 point ahead of Leverkusen and Real Madrid, and we do have the chance to actually slip down into the qualification stages where we have to try and play another one. Play an extra 2 games to qualify anyway, but as it is the final game here away to Sevilla, this can guarantee us a place in the knockout stages, so we have to do our best to go away to Seville now and try and win. We get as many goals as possible. We can't get a maximum, maybe as much as PSG, Dortmund, Inter, Milan, but we can get pretty close to them and stay in this top 8. This aside for Seville today, we go with Cavalier in goal, Katongo, the captain, Diaz, Mineo and Vardiol the back 4. Varela and Larson in the midfield 2 with Baena in front, it's then ECHEVERRI on the left, Foden on the right and Erling Haaland in the middle. A nice strong attacking bench, defensive options as well. Savinho, Doku, Bob and Mbuemo, all 4 could be called upon if City need a goal to go on and win this one. So here at the Estadio Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan for Manchester City and Sevilla, the side that are the record holder, I think, for wins in the Europa League. That many times they've won the Europa League, been fantastic. They tend to drop out of the Champions League into the competition. That doesn't exist anymore. So if we were to beat them here today, I think that would be them going out. We need 3 points to stay in the automatic qualification stage. I think they need 3 points to try and get into, within a chance of going into a playoff to get into the qualification stage, the knockout stage of Champions League. It's a big one for both sides here today. Well, Sevilla have gone through some real hardship in recent times, so I assume this side has changed a lot. Surprisingly though, former Manchester City man Jesus Navas still in the side. He's in that back 4 there alongside Marco on that right side. I mean, I can't believe he's still starting. Also, Felix Nemecha is in there, former City player, playing on left wing. That's another really strange decision. Angel Correa up top. It is not what I expect to see. Defensive side, actually, I think, from Seville. Varela. Baena. Into ECHEVERRI. Navas, I mean, Jesus Navas slides in on ECHEVERRI. It's a wild challenge from the captain after 11 minutes. He will pick up a yellow card for that. And then he's going to be really careful against ECHEVERRI all game then. It's going to be a certain yellow card for Jesus Navas. A red card for Navas. Wow. The captain's off. We're going to have to make big changes now. Past Diaz. Heke. Nemecha. Oh, Nemecha, great run in here! Oh, what a chance the former City man, he puts it wide. Wide to ECHEVERRI. Gets there to mark out. ECHEVERRI. ECHEVERRI still. Can't get near him. Through to Foden. Phil Foden, 1-0 Manchester City. They cannot get anywhere near Claudio ECHEVERRI. The guy is another level of footballer, and maybe he's got to start. I don't know how we get Foden, Vert, Savinho, Bayern, ECHEVERRI all on the same team, but the guy is unbelievable. He wears a number 10 shirt for a reason, because I knew he was a future start. Lifts one through to Foden, who scores, but the guy is just... he's another level when he plays, and today he's shown it against Sevilla here. Phil Foden gets the goal. Another yellow card for another foul on Claudio ECHEVERRI. Back through to Larson. Right to Phil Foden. Foden. Foden shoots, saved. Larson on the rebound, and Sevilla get it away. He's in space again here, ECHEVERRI. And he's off again here. ECHEVERRI. ECHEVERRI into Foden. Phil Foden! Blocked away by Pedraza behind for a corner. ECHEVERRI causing problem time and time again here. The opposition. ECHEVERRI. In towards Vardiol. Can't get the header. Thought he'd win that, to be honest with you, Vardiol. Right to ECHEVERRI. Through to Haaland. Haaland hits one here. Good save by Alvaro. Good save of the keeper. Larson in there again. Half time. Only 1-0. It should be 3 or 4. He brings the ball forward. Into ECHEVERRI. They have to try and foul him. They're scared. They don't know what to do. And then he goes back to ECHEVERRI. And he pulls it back to Phil Foden. And Foden again for 2-0. Foden again for 2-0. ECHEVERRI with another assist. 2-0 Manchester City. That should be, I'd like to say, game. I've seen us defend worse than we have today. Manillo and Diaz have been not amazing, but we've been worse before. ECHEVERRI again with another assist. Back to Phil Foden. Cracks in the back of the net, Phil Foden. 2-0 Manchester City. I think that's going to be game for City, and I have a sense that I think resting Erling Haaland today seems like a good choice. Brian Mbeumo will come on. Correa's in again here. Diaz makes a great challenge. Oh, Katongo. Shows his experience a few times today. Mario away. Straight back to Correa here. Cavalier with a brilliant save. Correa once again. Katongo wrong side. And Correa once again. Terrible defending. We need to get Katongo. Oh, I don't know, actually. 2-1. How Sevilla pulled one back from absolutely nothing. Larson. ECHEVERRI takes it in the box here. Brilliant from ECHEVERRI. Foden again. Blocked away. Bob set him up. City are absolutely all over the place here. Diaz in the box. Penalty. We are absolutely all over the place here at the back. Yellow card. Diaz has been terrible, the captain. Saved by Cavalier. What a goalkeeper, but the defence is shocking. All through here towards Correa. Doyle with him. Great feet from Nemecha. Scalvini lost his man. Terrible defending. Back to Correa. 2-2 against 10 men. Terrible defending. We are crap at the back. And we are embarrassing at the back. 2-2. Absolutely embarrassing performance defensively from anyone who's been on the field. Scalvini down. It's going to be a draw against the 10 men of Seville. And a lot to answer for in this team defensively with Katongo, who has been an embarrassment today with his performance. Late one by Katongo. Silly challenge, had to make it. Felt no reason to actually try and play football anymore, just to kill the game off. Embarrassing from City. It's this a 2-2 draw. And this might knock us out of the Champions League. But that's how bad it is. ECHEVERRI onto Bob. Full time, 2-2. And I'm embarrassed with that performance by Manchester City. I really, defensively, I can't believe it. Thankfully, that result against Sevilla didn't affect us too much. We still finished in the top 8, so we automatically qualified, but seed a lot lower than we probably should have done. As for Sevilla, that result and that draw didn't do much good for them either, I don't think, because they still finished bottom of the league table. But with 10 men got a draw against City, that shows how poor we really are defensively. Well, considering how clear we are at top of the Premier League table, and considering that Fulham are now in 16th, we'll end the episode simulating against the game against Fulham, hopefully picking up the 3 points, and if not, then really starting to make things interesting going into the remaining parts of the season and this series. Well, City can keep their amazing performances and also follow the Premier League up with a 4-1 win away from home at Fulham. An Erling Haaland hat-trick and a Savinho goal sink this Fulham side, and we end the episode with another fantastic result. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and please do consider joining the WeArSteam Members Club for extended episodes as well. We'll see you guys next time.